Who's a handsome fella? Here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. All right. Ready for FPL Kopi Kaki joke of the day? Okay. What do
Go
you
ahead.
call? Okay. What do you call a Frenchman on his Nintendo?
I know this. I think you call him we. We no.
Theory on Wii.
Oh,
You're quite close, Pio.
He's got the wee
close,
but
close. I got a wee part.
Not bad.
oh,
That's why your face is at the
congratulations.
front of the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
handsome fella.
fantastic. Speaking of which, you have a new name also. Why are you Europio?
Oh, this is in honor of tonight's match where we will be the European finalist, Europa Cup.
Ayu. Last week, Pioling Center. Now,
Well,
European
we're
champion.
going to the finals, baby.
Kepala otak lu lah.
Hopefully Spurs loses lah. But, hopefully
Okay,
Spurs
now
gonna
here's the run
something.
in, huh? Run in ready. Last 3 games, huh? How's your
Okay.
teams coming up, man?
Uh,
We're trying to avoid that last. I mean, we are trying to make sure that we are not anywhere near the bottom of the table, unlike some clubs at the
Yeah,
business
last
end of
three
the
games
season.
to go all out. Maybe we I think for these last 3 games, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go by feeling,
is
like the
it
old days. Just go by feelings.
Yeah, of
in
course. I mean,
okay lah. I
but all
think
the
for me,
managers.
my strategy would be to follow Amorim's strategy and just
Oh
play
my
for the cup
God.
instead
Oh, I
of
didn't know he had a strategy.
his strategy was to play for the cup for the Europa, save all the players and game plays for Europa. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Sounds like
Yeah.
Didn't really
Mourinho.
work out for Arsenal though.
Yeah,
Arsenal are not
the
under Amorim.
Arsenal.
Tottenham is also still
The,
in the cup, right?
Yes.
the
While all the teams at the
Arsenal,
bottom.
Arsenal just follow the tradition, bottling. At the
Mm.
you go reach there and then habis koyak.
I'd be careful there. Huh? Quite a few Gunners fans in our league.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yes,
That's why
yes. I think we
that's why
better
they're
move
used
on
to it.
before we get trashed.
I mean, yeah.
You heard,
So
speaking of Arsenal, you heard what Patrice Evra said, right?
this guy
He's
talks
like,
a
No.
lot. This Frenchman.
yeah, this Frenchman talks a lot. Patrice Evra. He said that I don't hate Arsenal. Why would you hate your babies? They're your babies. You don't hate babies.
Again,
That's
Pio, you are on your own there.
Ayo.
Okay. I know I
that's
got a lot of
Evra.
Arsenal fans watching this. That's it.
Okay.
Cheers,
This guy don't know.
Ganesh, cheers.
This-
Rabak sia.
Ah,
Okay.
So, what are
Anyway,
the
moving
fixtures
on.
coming up?
Yeah, let's look at the fixtures. These are the upcoming fixtures for the next 3 game weeks. The last few game weeks before the end of the season, before the crowning of the champion. Actually, within our own leagues, we already know who won this league. And we know who has secured all the various spots. Okay, so let's looking at this. Different Tefi Kid says that you should take all the Ipswich players because they have the
Hmm,
best run of fixtures.
that's right.
fantastic. I think Taffy was the first one to have Rory Delap.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, come
initially
on,
in the
Delap.
in the first few games.
He was raving about Delap.
Yeah, now a lot of teams are chasing after him yeah, maybe Everton will have him next season. Let's see.
Okay.
Maybe
Wait,
What
full
are
sorry,
screen
the
not
other
was it?
game
Rory Delap.
weeks?
Hey, full screen? I'm
Sorry,
having
not Rory
trouble
Yeah.
Delap.
looking at it.
It's Liam Delap.
Thank you.
Sorry, I talked about
Just
his
now
father.
ears, now eyes also. Tefi.
Hmm.
So what other fixtures are interesting for you? Everton,
Okay,
Everton. They have
so you can see the teams that I put up there, lah. Manchester, Brentford, Bournemouth, and Forest. So these are some teams that are highlighted because they generally have things to play for, and they are also having good fixtures. So it's 2 times lah. But just careful with Man City because they have a cup final. Brentford is really going for Europe, man. I was quite surprised. I thought they would be on the beach already. And they have Ipswich coming up this week. So later on, you will see that they are quite a highlight of the week, and they have really good fixtures in the coming 3 game weeks. So you can see the bottom teams are like Southampton, and then one very important thing to take note of is Liverpool is actually way at the bottom there now, having won the league already. This is something for Salah owners to also think about, whether you want to keep Salah or not, and I think that can be a discussion in the next few slides. You see Everton up there also. I'm not going for any Everton players because I think they have done their what they need to do for the season, so they are not there. But teams like Bournemouth, Brentford, I think they are good teams to take on for the next 3 games.
Hmm. So those will be the matches that you're looking at. Also, we're
Yeah.
looking at it amidst a lot of transfer offers, a lot of transfer news. It'll be very, very interesting to look at. I've heard there's a Kevin De Bruyne offer, right?
I heard Villa is going for him. Not sure
I
how true
heard
that is.
I heard Liverpool. Was it Liverpool?
No, Liverpool
No?
are not going for you. I think it's Villa. That's what I heard.
Is it emerges amid the Rogers debate? Liverpool transfer news.
Oh,
Hmm.
Rogers.
Get ourselves 10 years ago. 10 years, 10 hours ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10,
That's how far
10
your
it.
information is.
I like the odds of Kevin De Bruyne 10 years ago anyway. He's a much better player than he is
Yeah.
now. Okay,
But it's
so moving
interesting.
on.
It's interesting because he's been playing in a false nine position currently
Mm.
for City in the absence of Haaland. But Haaland was an unused substitute on the bench for the last game. So it remains to be seen now how Pep is going to play this now because Haaland may start. He needs game time to get back up to speed before the cup final. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Haaland wants to play in the final, that's why. So I think he will be given some minutes against
Mm,
Southampton. So that's another question. Would Mamouche time be sacrificed, or will he play together with Mamouche? But
yeah,
I
that's
doubt
a,
I doubt that he will start.
the thing about Haaland was that he said that he's going to be chasing Salah. Salah doesn't look like
Mm.
he's going to be scoring in the last
Chasing
three
anything. Yeah.
game weeks. So
Wow.
Haaland said he
That
wants to
statement may
chase.
just motivate Salah, right?
I'm not so sure. He said it 2 game weeks ago.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
five years ago, but now
Yeah,
the thing
Okay,
is,
okay, okay.
yeah,
in fact, if anything, it looks a bit lazy nowadays.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct. So
Oh,
that's lah.
I read that Leeds are looking at Beto.
Oh, congratulations to
Yes.
Leeds. They have made it back to the Premier
Yeah.
League again.
Yep, yep,
Yes,
So,
yep.
and they are considering a surprise move for Everton striker Beto.
ooh,
20
So that would
million.
be interesting.
And Everton
Oh.
is going after the luck.
Hmm.
Liam the Lap.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is top transfers in for this game week. So you can see Kevin De Bruyne. He's after his 11-point haul in the previous game. Um, I think a lot of managers are bringing him in also because of the very very favorable fixtures. And of course because of this week's fixture against Southampton. So he's also a captain option. And the ever popular Wisa. Like, can you not have him? Can you actually not have him this game week? That is really scary not to have him.
Mm.
Guardiola and Bomo, and then Wood. Because of the games that they are playing against. Um, Man City versus Southampton. Brentford is playing Ipswich, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. And or is it Leicester?
No,
Can one
Brentford.
of you?
Ipswich playing Brentford.
Mm.
Ipswich
Ipswich
playing
playing
Brentford.
Brentford.
Okay, and then Nottingham Forest. They also
Leicester.
meeting
Leicester.
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 Okay,
Leicester.
Mm.
so you can see why people are bringing all these players in, and you can see the top transfers out. Saka. I think Saka was taken out because he's been blanking, and also this was
Rotating.
definitely before Arsenal got knocked out.
Bottle. Yeah.
So now with Arsenal being knocked out, maybe Saka has a greater chance of starting all his games. So that may not be a very good move. People are also getting rid of Salah because at 13.8 he's blanking most of the game weeks. And Mateta and Jacob Murphy because of the poor games and poor run in, and Crystal Palace has a cup final to play against Man City, so they are getting rid of Crystal Palace players. So that's your top players in and top players out. Something for both of you to consider. Okay, don't just
I considered it.
go with gut feeling without any thoughts.
So I'm gonna
Okay,
do
the next one.
exactly the. I'm gonna just completely deny your advice here, and I'm gonna stick to Salah. Sorry, to Saka, having him in my team.
Mm,
So
yeah. That's why
my
I say
advice, my
this
advice to
one
those
that
who have Saka is to hold on to
keep
Saka
it.
because
Yeah,
he scored a goal as well
yeah.
against PSG. So
PSG. Okay, I
so
think
he
this one a
may
lot of them they started selling him before the PS before he got knocked out.
correct, but just
So
don't
now
have Arsenal
he's
defenders lah. That's it
mm,
because their running looks quite bad.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
think Saka may get a few goals and assists.
I think those who
Mm,
sold Saka may have switched him for De Bruyne.
possible.
That could
Mm.
have been the switch that they made.
Or Salah.
Hmm.
No
I
lah,
think most
most of
people would
them
have
already
had
had
Salah
Salah.
already, right?
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
have had
No, those
Salah.
who
Yeah.
sold Salah. Those who sold Salah.
Right,
Then they would
right.
have brought in
Oh,
people like Ambuemo and
yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
correct. Mm.
I'm
But
quite
I
surprised they
regret I
also let
regret
go of
going in
Salah.
Wood. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hmm.
No, because they know that he's like I said lah, like I said, he's getting a bit lazy. He's not as fast as he
Hmm.
used to be. The only reason why people hold him is because of high chance of penalties.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
And the
Liverpool's luck with penalties, right?
yeah, and the fear of losing out lah, just in case, right?
I sold him last week
Mm.
before
Wow.
this
Okay.
last game and brought Bowen in. What a
Wow.
choice.
Well,
Goodbye.
Bowen.
yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. That's
Mm.
why your face is on the cover, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, holding a
Moving on.
Kopi. Yeah.
Let's look
Okay,
at what we're
the screen on the right,
uh,
what it shows is the remaining three games and the projected points. So according to again AI, these are the players that you must have, and these are the highest scoring players in the next three games. So
Mm.
starting again, which I'm surprised that Salah is. I think this is based on previous data they average out. That's
Mm.
how they get it.
Mm.
So even against Arsenal, he's predicted to get seven points. So this is the players that they suggest: Salah, Isak, Cunha, Palmer. Palmer did well for me. I
Mm.
have him in my team. Wissa, Mbuemo. So you can see from Wissa, Mbuemo, Marmoush, De Bruyne, and Haaland. These are all, I think, very, very favorable players, especially for this coming week, including Chris Wood.
Mm.
but if you can get rid of Salah and afford more than one of these players, it ends up as a better aggregate overall. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still the luck of the draw, and especially
Mm,
because as the teams are playing rotation roulette,
yeah.
you might end up with the blank. So we shall see. So moving on, this would be the teams that are suggested as the best wildcard team and the best. Is this a free hit team? Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
So on the
surprises
left,
here?
mm.
This is the
So
Garnacho.
you notice that the wildcard team and the free hit team, you'll notice Guardiola is the ever present. Milankovic is also there. Nottingham Forest defender because they have good fixtures. So that's why they're there. I disagree with Trent Alexander though because he seemed to be substituted out quite early. So I'll be very wary with that suggestion. Salah is still there as the captain. The free hit team has De Bruyne, Mbuemo, and Guanacho. That may please Pio. But the wildcard team has Mbuemo as well, but Bowen, okay, and Semenyo. So very favorable FPL players there. For the upfront, they seem to be similar, be it the wildcard or the free hit. Isak, Cunha, and Wissa. You can replace Isak with Chris Wood for this week if it were me lah. If it's a free hit
Really?
team.
But
fantastic.
he
Yep.
gave me only 2 points the last game.
Yes, he has blanked for 2 game weeks actually, Chris Wood.
So you think it's
But
due a goal lah?
because he's playing, who is he
Uh,
playing?
for
He's
Leicester.
playing Leicester,
Leicester.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they should be able to overcome Leicester quite convincingly, lah. And Isak
And Leicester at
against
home.
Chelsea.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Forest at home. Yeah, I think Cunha is a brilliant buy, but if you, I'm not sure he's a differential anymore if you're going to be chasing ranks. But
Mm.
I think Cunha is brilliant. If you want to chase the rank, I feel Watkins might be a good buy for that
Yeah.
As a
position.
differential lah.
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
differential. Yeah, so of course, Emery may change him out slightly earlier, but I think he's starting him because that's their only recognized striker
Do you think De
for club.
Bruyne is also a differential? You think it's safe to bring in De Bruyne?
According to
He
ownership
has a
right
good
now,
fixture.
yeah, but according to ownership right now, I think De Bruyne has quite a bit of bias already now. He
The
has
highest.
yeah, okay, actually, it's still a differential. It's only ten point
No
seven
lah,
percent.
he will still
Mm.
be a differential because a lot of people are not sure yet whether or not he's actually going to produce.
Hmm.
Could be because of the cup
It's
final, right?
yeah.
Possible,
I
yeah.
mean, you might even want to captain him, right? So that's the next
Mm.
question, right? Who will you captain this week? And who are you guys changing in your teams? Are you guys going to follow a wildcard team or the free hit team?
I'm gonna follow neither as usual.
Yeah, look where it's got you. Fantastic.
Okay lah. Business end of season, I'm doing better.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. For the rest of you, don't forget that you may have your cup run. Okay.
Yeah,
Go into your cup section of your league, of your mini leagues, and take a look at your cup runs. You may still be in it if you are not following it.
yeah,
And that may inspire you to actually change your team and do well. At least you can win the cup if you're not winning your league.
yeah. That's
So
right. That's exactly what I'm doing. The Man United way of
right.
the
Okay.
shortest
So
road
you're going
to a
for the
cup.
cup, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So shout out to Daniel Yong, our league leader, whom I beat in the
Hmm.
cup.
Ah.
But
Eat my shots, man.
yeah,
No,
about
no, no, no.
only one
Please,
point
Pio, Pio,
separates.
Pio. I don't want to eat
Okay,
your shots. We know how
okay.
short your
No, that's
shots
for
are.
Daniel Yong,
Okay.
not for y'all. That's for Daniel Yong. I know he watches this. Okay, so anyway,
Ooh,
um, who I have in my team, uh, I brought Shada in.
wow.
I think that is quite
That is a differential.
that is
Mm.
a differential because Shada is really much more advanced and he seems to be getting the
Yeah,
groove
yeah.
recently in the last two
He's a
games.
German, you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
realized that he
Kevin
was a
Shada.
Yeah.
German.
Yeah, and
Doesn't
my
his name
also
tell you a clue?
Kevin Shada. Also because my opponent this week in the cup competition, Mr. Flexi Zoo, also has Shada in his team.
Ah, that's right. So you're looking at your
So
opponents.
I'm inspired.
That's
I'm
the way.
inspired. I think that is an
That's the
inspired
way.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
And
how I
Zul
feel.
Zul beat who was Zul beat the
Yeah.
which team did
Uh,
he beat to get here?
Let me check. Formidable. Another formidable opponent he beat, I think.
Just by
Yeah.
sheer force of luck, this
The
cup
one
thing.
that didn't change the team.
And so I think he's gonna have Shada in his team this week as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just hope that it's Shader and not Schadenfreude. Mm.
Okay, so Mr. Flexi beat he beat he beat the high
That's
C
right.
set and forget team.
Yes,
Yes.
don't forget they never
That's
changed
right.
team.
Yes. The team that is never changed since day one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please don't laugh at him, okay?
Hey, but his points were massive lah.
Yeah,
I
58.
think
it was.
yeah, his
Finally.
points. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. He beat both of us. He beat
Yeah,
Taffy and he beat all three
that's
of
right.
us basically with his
Yes,
Yeah.
points.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
finally.
So I'm going
So
up
you can do
against
it.
a formidable opponent. So
Yep.
don't laugh.
All the
I
best.
Worry
thank
like
you,
he
thank
might
you.
not change his team this week.
Ah,
1 week on, one
Okay,
week
so
off.
who are
1 week
you
on,
guys
1 week off.
captain? Maybe let's end off with captain discussion.
okay.
We got Mo Salah, De Bruyne, there's a big discussion between Mbuemo and Wisa because they're playing Ipswich, right? Um, and who's the other one? I think it's between these few lah. Mbuemo, Wisa, Isak, De Bruyne. Who would you captain? Or Pio, you said that you would be captaining someone else totally?
I've got none of these players here that you just
Right.
mentioned in my
Wow.
team. So
Okay.
I may captain Shada because he's
Okay.
playing against Ipswich.
Right.
Brentford against Ipswich. I think Umberma's courses are finding him quite more
Mm,
accurately these days. Yeah. So he may be my captain. The other captain that I'm possibly thinking of is either Watkins or I have this guy, Nico Jackson, Chelsea, in my team. And they're
mm,
playing Newcastle away. But
right.
Chelsea also
Oh,
uh,
Chelsea playing Newcastle. Mm,
Chelsea playing Newcastle. So and Jackson is come into form recently since coming back from injury. Of course, he didn't score against Liverpool, but he was quite instrumental. He got his chances and all that. So Newcastle recently have been conceding, other than Ipswich lah. So I
mm,
feel that Jackson has a good chance of scoring. Or else I
right.
will captain Watkins for me
Okay.
against
Cool.
Bournemouth. Yeah.
Mm. As for me, it's between De Bruyne, Mbuemo, or Wisa. I brought in Wisa this week. Um, and I know many are captaining Mbuemo. And if I really want a super differential, I'll go for De Bruyne. The only problem with De Bruyne is that his minutes may be tailored because of the
Yeah.
cup final.
Mm.
Okay,
Might
I
I
think I lost
suggest?
connection.
No, you
Oh yeah.
didn't.
Oh, we can hear
Sorry.
you. We just can't see you moving your
Hear
face.
me?
I
We
can
can
hear
hear
you, but
you.
we can't see
You're
you
not
moving.
moving.
You are still image now. You can get
Okay,
okay.
you guys take over because I lost
No, you're
connection.
fine. You're
No, you
fine.
can
You're
still
fine.
talk. You can just keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. He
okay.
left.
So, I just wanted to say that in this team, right, I think one differential that people should probably go for is Bowen because they're playing Man United, and we all know Amarim's strategy. And United has been losing since he came out with the strategy of saving his players for the cup. So Bowen is a very good shout out. He takes the penalties. He is very much more attacking. Yeah,
Mm.
So that's a differential pick.
that's a differential captain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course,
I,
Bowen is not going to play for me lah. He'll be on my bench.
I think the most obvious choices would be Buemo or Wisa, simply
Mm,
because of the match that is giving whether or not Buemo is actually providing or actually scoring. Either way, they have the highest potential there against a Ipswich team that has not really performed, especially
mm,
when they are going against a team that is happy scoring. Buemo on his good days is just racking in the points like crazy. So I think these are the safe bets. But
mm.
if you're in the mid table and you have nothing to lose, why not try something different? We see what happens.
If you have Crystal Palace players still like Eze,
Eze against Tottenham, right?
because Spurs are also going for the cup,
Yeah.
so and their defense is not been convincing of late. They have conceded quite a
Yes.
few. They rank quite high in terms of conceding goals.
Hmm.
So go for Eze or I don't know Sa. He seems to be a cup player.
No,
So
Eze is the
Eze,
better
right.
offer.
Eze takes the penalties as well. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's it for us this week. We've had a
Mm,
nice long discussion, having a lot
mm,
of talk, a lot of jokes and everything in. We hope that you gain something from it, and we hope that you manage to score a good number of points in this business end of the season. All the best.
mm.
We don't have Tefi to say his
Yeah.
favorite word, so will you do it?
Okay. So everyone, please like. Oh, Taffy's back just to say his famous line. Taffy, your famous line, please.
I hope I don't get cut off. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and all the best in the remainder 3 game weeks. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers. Thank
Yeah.
you, guys. Mr. Flexi, watch out. I'm coming for you.